You know, I haven't been called McPartland in like a really long time. And then my niece, whose last name is McPartland, called me McPartland. And I had like PTSD from it too. I remember we were playing catch, and I just bent over. She's like, McPartland? I was just like, what was that? I had like Vietnam flashbacks. Anyway, I'm writing a movie, and it's about a runaway slave who befriends a house cat. I'm gonna call it Pussy Whipped. That's the first time I ever said that joke, and I wrote it like 15 years ago because I was really nervous, but I think you're all white, so it all works out. Oh, I know, right? Now, I was watching the Baltimore Key Bridge collapse the other day on the news with my grandparents because they are 100. And it turns out that there were 6 victims, 2 survivors, 4 are now presumed dead. And my grandparents were like, oh my God, construction workers, they're the backbone of America. And then the news said like, all right, these people were from Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala, and then my grandparents were like, oh, okay. Right? Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah, so I went to a trunk or treat. So a trunk or treat, if you're not familiar, it's around Halloween time, and it's when a bunch of people gather in a parking lot and they have candy in the trunks of their cars and kids go trick-or-treating in a parking lot. And they have the same thing in New York, but they actually keep the kids. And when they get pulled over by the cops, they're like, excuse me, sir, is this your son? It's like, oh yeah, you know, he always looks like that. He always has tape over his mouth. No, it's Halloween. He's playing a victim. I was on Tinder recently. I hate online dating. It never goes well for me at all. I came across a pineapple. Oh, all right. I discovered a pineapple on Tinder. I didn't want you to think that I lost all hope and then switched to fruit. I just saw a pineapple on there. The fruit stuff is my OnlyFans, so, you know. I do have a website. It's called onlybuttstuff.com. It was originally called Mostly Butt Stuff, but I changed it. Quarantine was a weird time, guys. We're all struggling. People were eating Tide Pods. What do you want? I actually came across a Tide Pod in my drawer, my desk drawer, and they have expiration dates. And my first thought was like, oh, I can't eat this. It's expired. I've never eaten a Tide Pod before, but that's just the first thing that my mind went to. I am an alcoholic. I am in recovery. I've probably been sober for probably 300 days now. And the thing is I never went to AA because everybody was like, Jesus saved my life. Jesus got me sober. I'm like, Jesus? Christ? It's just like, that guy's blood alcohol level was always through the roof. It's like, did you read the part where he goes to a wedding and turns 120 gallons of water into wine? That's pure enabler behavior. And he's always putting his feet and stuff. People wanted to drink water too, Jesus. Somebody came to that wedding, they were just like, dude. And then, like, the next day, they went over to try and get some drinking water from the ocean, and he's fucking walking on water. They're like, get your feet out of the water. All right, I'm Mike McPartland. I'll see you later.